to 622. Tomorrow is 2/11 on the calendar, and since 211 is the phone number to connect people with real-time support, it's a good time for a reminder on the difference that phone number can really make. Vince Brancaccio is here. He's the CEO of the Help Network of Northeast Ohio. Vince, great to see you as always.
Nice to see you.
This is the great day to serve as a reminder, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah, believe it or not, tomorrow's National 211 Day. And so we're celebrating as providers across the country of 211. And it's important to get the message out.
What kind of difference do you feel 211 makes since it's been implemented in terms of connecting people in non-emergency situations?
And that's something I wanted to highlight. We, as a group, there's 14 providers of 211 just in the state of Ohio. There were 800,000 calls last year in contacts, and over 800,000 information and supports were passed out or were given to those people who called.
So for anybody who has heard of 211, but they don't necessarily know everything that is covered by it in terms of the support that really is offered, what kind of situations do people find themselves in where calling 211 is a good idea?
Today, number one call is for homelessness, housing. We have a housing stock shortage in the county, and actually both counties. And so we have a lot of people calling who are homeless or about to be homeless. That's probably our number one call today, especially with the weather and the cold. Next one is food. We have a lot of people calling right now asking for help with food. So we have connections with all the food pantries. We know when they're open, where they're at. And so we give out a lot of information surrounding food. And then we get into utilities. Right now, again, because of the weather and the gas bills are up, electric bills are up, and people are calling for help, and so we give them resources. But it goes beyond that. We have over 1,500 resources in our resource directory. And you name it, there's probably a provider or service out there that can help with that situation.
And we've talked before on the show about having a live person answering this. This isn't just an automated message with a switch, like you pick dial 9 for this, right? But what kind of difference does that really make when there's a real human on there who can understand your individual situation?
And that's what's important to understand is you have a real human who's going to listen to the inflection of the voice. They're going to dig deeper. If somebody calls and says they're homeless, okay, we can send them to the right place or find a shelter or lead them in the right direction for housing. But then you want to ask the next question: how come you're homeless? And if their response is, my utilities got shut off, it's going to be -5 degrees tonight, then we can explore, okay, what other options are there for you? What are some other things we can send you to or get you to get the help for that resource?
Well, and some of these situations can feel desperate too. I mean, does that play into it as well in terms of having somebody who can understand and speak to your situation with care?
And that's the other thing. Our staff are trained in best practices. These individuals go through an extensive training, and so they are able to then be good listeners and listen for the inflection of voice, probe a little bit deeper, and just get to the root of what the issue is. And I'm going to keep stressing that. I know AI is big right now. There's a lot of companies right now that want to use AI in our type of work. But I struggle with that. We need a real human person answering that other side.
I think a lot of people watching at home would completely agree with you. If anybody wants to learn more about the different services you guys help connect people with, how can they find you online?
HelpNetworkNEO.org. The other thing that's special about our website is we also share our resource directory. So if an individual is not comfortable with making that phone call, or they would rather go on the web and go on the internet, go to our website. That resource directory that we share is the exact same resource directory that our staff use.
There you go. You're connecting people to help one way or another. Vince, great to see you as always. Thank you so much. And happy early 211 day.
Yes.
Technically, today is 210-210. We're not calling that number. We're just calling Andrew to say thank you for the numbers that are higher than they were yesterday in terms of the temperature department.